everybody, it's Dr. Joe, and today I'm going to show you some stretches and exercises for hip tendonitis. So hip tendonitis is a general term. There's a whole bunch of tendons around your hip. So this is just a kind of general stretches and exercises for all of them. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. So the first stretch is going to be a hip flexor stretch. When you get up in the lunge position, this is usually the best way to stretch the hip flexors. Make sure you grab a pillow to put under your knee, especially if you're on a very hard surface, because that'll just protect that knee a little bit. So you want the knee down of the side that you want to stretch. Put the other foot out a little bit to give you room to kind of lean forward. You want to keep your upper body nice and straight. Lean forward to get the stretch. So if you're bending forward with your upper body, you're not really stretching that hip flexor. So keep this upright and push forward, leaning forward, and then you're going to get a stretch right through there. So since this is a stretch, you want to hold it for about 30 seconds and then come back up. So again, keeping that body nice and upright and pushing forward. Holding for 30 seconds, doing that 3 times. If you've got a lot going on with your hips, you probably want to stretch both sides, but if you're in a hurry, just stretch the side that hurts the most. The next one is going to be a quad stretch. So there's a bunch of different ways to stretch the quad as well, but you can do it in the same position here by just taking your foot and then pulling it upwards. So some people, if they're really tight in that quad, it's going to be hard to grab like this. So you can take a little belt or something and pull it up, but if you have a little more flexibility, just kind of bend down, grab that ankle, and pull it up this way. So again, being upright really helps with the stretch. If I'm coming down, I'm not getting the stretch because I'm bending here. So make sure you keep that body upright and then pull that heel towards your bottom. Woo! And don't fall off balance. So again, holding that for 30 seconds, relaxing a little bit, and doing that 3 times. The next stretch is a figure 4 stretch. This is for your glutes and your piriformis muscles, so you'll feel the stretch right underneath there. Take the side that you want to stretch and cross it over where your ankle is just above your knee. Then bring your foot up until it feels nice and tight, and if you want a little bit more of a stretch, take your upper body and lean it forward. But try and keep your back straight so you're not curling up, but you're keeping your back straight and then just leaning forward. So holding that stretch for about 30 seconds, you should feel it right through there in that piriformis kind of glute area. Relax it a little bit and then do that 3 times. So keeping that upper body straight and bending forward at the hips. Then the next stretch is going to be for the IT band. There's a lot of ways to stretch your IT band. I'm just going to show you with a strap because that's usually the easiest one. You can use a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a beach towel, or even a dog leash if you have one. So you want to put the loop around the side that you want to stretch and then just lie down and get comfortable. Pull your leg up. You don't have to go till it gets tight, just bring it up. Not quite to 90, and then drop it over. So you're just bringing it across your body, and you should feel the stretch along the outside of your leg, through that whole IT band area. So some people feel it more at their hips, some people feel it more at their knee. It really just depends on where the tightness is, because that IT band starts all the way up at the top of the hip and then goes down past the knee. So again, holding that for 30 seconds, come back up, relax it for a little bit, and then do that 3 times. So pulling up and then across your body, but try and keep your upper body flat down so you're not bringing your whole body over, that the hips are mainly staying down and that leg is coming across your body. So now we're going to go into some exercises. Once you get everything nice and stretched out, then you want to strengthen those muscles in that stretched out position. So the first one's going to be a simple straight leg raise. I like having the other leg bent up because it just takes some pressure off your back. Some people like to keep it straight. That's fine if that's comfortable for you, but this is the most comfortable way for me, and I like that it gives you a little bit of a target. The leg that you want to exercise is going to be straight out. Pull up your toes because that's going to help lock out your leg and keep everything nice and muscles contracted. And then just slowly bring it up about even to the other side. So that's why I like that one bent. You have a little target because you don't want to kick it up super high because that's then just using momentum to get the leg up. And then slowly coming back down. So that slow controlled movement is what's important. If you're going fast, you're just using momentum and you're not really using those muscles. So just starting off with about 10 of these, then you can do 2 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10, 2 sets of 15. If you get to 20, 25 and they're super easy, then you can add a little ankle weight onto it. The next one is going to be in side lying, and it's going to be hip abduction, AB. So this time, the leg that you want to exercise is going to be up on top. You can bend the bottom leg just to kind of give you some support. You can lay all the way down. You don't have to prop up on your elbow. It's just easier for me to talk this way. But you want your whole body to be in a straight line. So it's not kind of C forward. Sometimes people make a little C curve, but then you're not really working those muscles that you want to work. So keep that leg nice and straight, pull up those toes, and as you lift your leg, you want to lead with your heel and go backwards just a little bit with that leg to help keep that whole body straight. So you're going back this way. And again, if you want to lie all the way down for comfort, that's fine, but make sure that heel goes first and it goes slightly back. So you should really feel it working kind of in this area right here. And so again, starting off with 10, 15 of these, and then working up your sets and your reps. And if you get 20, 25 and that's easy, then you can add a little ankle weight. Then you're going to roll over onto your stomach and do prone extension. So same kind of concept about keeping that leg nice and straight. If you pull your toes up, that kind of helps lock everything out. You can lie all the way down so you don't irritate your back or irritate your neck. But when you're on your stomach, your leg's not going to go super high. So don't feel like you have to go high, because a lot of times then people want to roll their body as they come up, but you really want to keep those hips down on the ground. So if you want to put your forehead on your pillow like this so you don't stress out your neck, that's fine. Or some people just kind of like to be propped up like this, but just a little kick up. Again, as you can see, it's not super high. It doesn't have to be really high. Try and keep that leg as straight as you can. If the knee bends a little bit, that's okay. Mine might bend just a little bit. But again, just starting off with 10, 15, and then working your way up from there. So normally you just keep turning in each direction to get the same leg. I'm just going to stay this way so you can see what I'm doing. But now you're going to do hip adduction, adduction. So that's the inner leg. For this one, the top leg can either be propped up in the back or it can be propped up in the front. It's really just whatever your comfort level is. Some people like it in the back like this. Some people like it in the front like this. So I'm just going to go in the back so you can kind of see what my leg is doing. But the same kind of concept where you want that leg to be pretty straight. It's not coming up forward like this. It's really just coming straight up. So again, it's not going to be a big movement. This isn't a big movement just because of the position that you're in, but keeping those toes pulled up tight to keep that leg straight, and then just bringing it up off the ground and really controlling it back down. So pretty simple, just keep working your way around, rolling to each side and getting that worked out. So that's a really good exercise just for that hip tendonitis in general. So after you get those done, if you want to do some that's a little higher level, you can go into some side planks. So when you do side planks with this, what I like to do is add kind of an exercise. So you're not really just holding the plank, you're dropping your hips down a little bit and coming back up. And what that does is that just helps work those muscles in a more dynamic way versus just a plank where you're kind of doing it statically. So for a lot of people, they might want to start on their knees first, which is the modified side plank, which is fine, and then eventually move out to your feet. So what you're going to do is elbow should be pretty much underneath your shoulder here. So if you're too far one way or the other, you're going to risk making your shoulder pretty uncomfortable. You can put your hand flat or you can put it up, whichever is more comfortable for you. Put your knees kind of bent here where you're going to be in pretty much a straight line, and then lift your hips up. So I'm still kind of in a straight line even though I'm on my knees. And then I'm just going to drop my hip down and then pop it back up. So this just goes into an exercise, making it more dynamic where you're moving the muscle versus just holding the plank, which is more almost like an isometric kind of exercise. So giving it more movement there just works the muscles in a little different way, and you can do it both ways. And you can also then do it on your legs all the way straight out on your feet if you want it to be a little bit harder. So you can just drop down and come back up like that. So the last one's going to be standing up. So the last move is actually a stretch, but it's a combination stretch, but it's a little bit of a balance exercise as well. So I say use something that you can hold on to, like if you've got your desk nearby, or if you got a cane or just a stick, because if your balance isn't great, this one's going to be a really hard one to do. So you might not want to do it if your balance isn't really good. Make sure you have something to hold on to the first time you try it, and then if it becomes easy, then you don't have to. But get a chair or something sturdy that's a little bit lower, and the side that you want to stretch, you're going to put your foot up on the chair. Use the stick or whatever you're holding on to kind of hop forward, because you want to get that leg in that nice stretched position right there. And then what you're going to do is just bend down. Now you see that my knee went a little bit in front of my toes, so if I can put that foot out a little bit more, that's why you might need the stick, because you have to kind of hop into position. So again, this one is a big balance one. It's strengthening the leg and it's stretching the leg as well. So make sure that you're in a safe position and you don't try it until you're ready. But then again, you're just going down, and so I'm getting that stretch, I'm getting that exercise, and I'm balancing as well. So you don't necessarily have to hold this. This is kind of a dynamic movement one. Just start off with 5 or 10. You're going to feel it. So you probably don't want to do more than that the first time you do it. So those were your stretches and exercises for hip tendonitis. If you want to help support my channel, click here, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking down here. And remember, be safe, don't fall down, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.